Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Today, I'm at Asda. I've got to get some water. I don't normally do this, but we are literally out of water, like washing up water, shower water, you know, the built-in tank in the van water, not the drinking water. But I'm going to have to get 20 litres because we've still got to go today and got to go tomorrow. No, just got to go today, actually. Just got to go today, which will do us for washing up, cleaning teeth and all that kind of thing. And then tomorrow, I'll get water properly. But Friday we're off to a campsite for Harley's birthday, so there'll be water there as well. So I'm not going to fill up each time, but I'm just going to get 20 litres from Asda, chuck that in the tank, and I've just got petrol, and I need to get some parcel tape and some sellotape because we've just sold some more products on our shop. So I need to get down to the post office and post those. If you want to check out our shop, you can check out the link in the description. Check out the Etsy shop. Dinky Sinks and Things is our little business that we're doing at the moment, which is cool. Anyway, once I've done that, and I've got some new stuff to list as well, I've got some new items, you'll be glad to know that I did sink in that plug socket that I put on outside. Now it's not so sticky outy, possible death trap to cyclists and pedestrians. And I'll show you that in a minute. And if I can, I'm gonna maybe paint this side of the van. I've got the paint to paint the outside of the van, but the habitation side, where the habitation door is looking quite bad at the moment, because especially now I've put that socket in and there's like silicone everywhere and a few bits, you know, it's just a bit. I'll show you. So I might try and get a bit of paint on that side, which means taking that decal off, might be a problem, but I'm going to have to do it roadside. So whether that annoys anyone or not, I'll try and pick a space where there's not a lot of walkers by. But I did notice this morning there was a woman walking up and down the road with a phone, looking at our van and doing this and going like she was putting the registration in or something, and parked where there's a few other vans as well, but she seemed to be walking up and down, and then she was on her phone, and then, so I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, maybe she wasn't doing anything, but you know. So but I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong if I'm curbside, because where I'm going to park there's no pavement, it's just a bit of grass, so it's not actually a pavement. So I don't think there's anything wrong with me doing little bits on the van like that, as long as I clean up after myself, of course, which I will. Anyway, let's go get the water. Obviously there's the plug socket, but this is the side of the van, and you can see because of it, and there's this horrible bit here. All this needs sorting out now because it's got all the black silicone around it. I've had to do some repairs down there because they were leaking. It's just looking very shoddy around there when I put that up. So what I might try and do is just paint this side of the van, not the cab yet, without upsetting anyone. What do you reckon? But I've got to get this decal off as well. It's obviously shoddy around there. Excuse my nose. But yeah, I might do that today, seeing as it's a nice day. And this is where I'm parked, so there's no pavement as such. People do walk down here, but it's really wide, so I'm really not going to get in anyone's way. There's a pavement across the road there, but there's no houses there. Obviously, some trucks parked there, some cars and that, so really no one can see me. And there should only be minimal rubbing down and stuff. I'm not going to do loads. I just a tiny little bit of filling, but it's not going to be hardly anything, and I'll make sure there's no mess. This is the paint in a very bashed up can that's been delivered, but suitable for, let's have a look. It says suitable for marine, vehicle, metal, wood, concrete, floors, decking, you name it, you can put it on it. It's like it's a brush onable, rollable enamel, basically. Matte white, that's what we used before, more or less. We'll give it a go. So I've got some of these gloss pile rollers, which are for the job. I've got some brushes and some sandpaper, and I'll obviously have to wash that side of the van first as well. But before all that, I've got a parcel to deliver, wrap up and get down to the post office, but I'm going to have a cup of coffee first. Boiling away on our induction hob. Free power, love it. Right, I'm going to explain about the outside socket. It does not have power running to it all of the time, only when we are parked up on a campsite. It is otherwise Nothing going to it whatsoever. I know people who might be concerned that road salt would affect it and blah blah blah. I will, like I do the rest of the van, it will be in my regular maintenance inspections and stuff like that. If there's any problems with it, I will deal with it. I'm sure it will be fine though, so don't worry about it. As you can see, most of it is now sunk in, so half of that socket's actually inside the van as well. It's well sealed up, really well sealed up. No water's going to get inside of that, and as well as the socket itself, it's got the cover, it's got the seal on it and everything. Like I said, I will always check it before I plug it in to make sure there's no damp in there or corrosion or anything. Okay. Right, first things first is to see how easy it's going to be to get these decals off. It's a shame to get rid of them, but there's no point painting over them. So we'll start with that, I suppose. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Just going to wipe this off with some white spirit. Look at some original colour there. Look, that's what the van was originally, or that part of it at least. So we'll clean all this off and we'll put some paint on. Well, that's one coat. This is really good paint. It's so nice to use, and the coverage ain't bad either. And the good job is the old paint is pretty solid, just a light rub down, nothing's flaked off. So I've done all this back bit, done above there, done the door, done this bit here, one coat, and that door. Haven't done above there yet because I'm going to take that light marker off and repair that bit there, which I might do this evening. Got some 2-part filler for that, but I'm going to get inside, have a cup of tea, come back and do a second coat before I go get Tracy from work. Think I'm a mess. That's 2 coats now. It is blooming boiling out here, but I tell you what, this paint, look at that, 2 coats. That's pretty insane. Gotta love it. I will go a third though, just to make sure this year. I only did 2 last year. Well, 2 years ago actually. A good day's work. Didn't get any bother, which is alright. Looking sharp, aren't you, Grace? You sexy thing, you. Well, that's a little bit of a dent in it, I suppose. More to do over coming weeks. Right, it is the next day. I did not sleep well last night at all. I was lying awake most of the night. So we are at the next park up. I've got about 6 hours before Tracy gets back from work. So I'm just going to sit here and edit some video and stuff and pot around in the van, do some self-care, maybe cut my hair and all that stuff and have a shower. The outside of the van on that side has had 3 coats on the white, and the bottom bit and the wheels I did in not Hammerite, it's a Hammerite alternative. It's a Nitro Mortz Hammerite like paint, which I always use, and it is really hard wear and it's really good stuff. So I did all the underneath in that in black. Sorry, underneath the van in black, and the wheels in black as well. And I shall do that on the other side the same, and the back the same, the back bumper. And the plan is around the front is to bring the black around the front and the front bumper as well when I do the cab. But the cab is going to be a bit more, what's the word, involved, because there's some rust to sort out and stuff. And because it's a flat surface, it's a bit more care on the rolling and stuff. The rest, the house part of the van has got this like effect on it, so it doesn't show any marks, any roller marks or anything like that. Unfortunately though, you can't really feel the dents, because you feel the dents and you just get a smooth bit, so it just looks just as bad. So where there's dents and things, I may put some decals or try and hide it with some stickers or something like that. But overall, for the age of the van, which is what we're approaching 38 years old, I think, it's not bad. So yeah, I'm happy with that, and we'll continue with that, and we'll see you in the next one, which will probably involve us at the campsite celebrating Harley's birthday. I may get a little bit of cheeky painting done there. Who knows? Anyway, God bless you. See you in the next one.
We'll ride these roads forever, side by side we'll chase the sweetest moments whispered in our little space. With laughter and loving every turn we take, this thing called Amazing Race, no chance we'll break.